Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar or give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next video. This one's about X, or what used to be Twitter, changing its location markers where you have to now say where you're from, because there was a load of influencers were saying that they were from places like Gaza, and they weren't from Gaza at all. In fact, they were from Turkey and Qatar and other places like that, pretending um, to either be starving or other things. And it's better whenever people know what location you're from, so uh, you can be no frauds. Also, another bit of news, Northern Ireland schools can no longer be taught religion by ministers, and they have to teach, as well as Christianity, other religions. And in a Christian country, this is ludicrous. What would happen if we went to the likes of Qatar, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, any one of the 53 Muslim countries, and said that we wanted Christianity to be taught equally with Islam? How do you think that would go? I don't think it would go well. How long will it be till they're stopping the Bible being read altogether, or stopping, not that I celebrate it, but stopping Christmas or the nativity sets outside schools? You know, once it starts, it's a slippery slope. Also, a man from the United Kingdom has been arrested 16 times for saying God bless to people. He's been harassed non-stop, and even though the court has come out on his side every time for freedom of speech, um, the police still seem to have this focus on stopping Christianity from being preached in the street, stopping the Union Jack or the St. George's flag, or for that the red hand ulster or the tricolour. How, but it's okay to fly the flag of ISIS, to fly the flag of um, Palestine, um, to shout from the river to the sea, Israel will be, or Palestine will be free. The way I say it though is, from the river to the sea, Israel will always be. And also other chants like death to the Jews, back to the gas chambers, just vile anti-Semitic bile that the enemy has indoctrinated these people to think that that is an okay thing to say, when it is quite clearly not. Also in the UK, especially in Northern Ireland at the moment, I'm sure you have noticed that there's a greater police presence about our towns and cities. And you might think, oh, this is great, they're keeping us safe. No, unfortunately, they have let out a rapist, and rather than show his photos so that people would know um, who he was and to stay away from him. They have reneged on putting his photo up, probably more to do with colour than with anything else. Um, so just be careful when you're out there, because um, these people are let out all too often, and we don't know who they are or where they've come from or why they were let out. Also, there has been terrorist attack in France, and also um, there's been protests outside a Manchester synagogue by the pro-Palestinian movement, shouting "Gas the Jews" and having frightened worshippers inside, fearing for their lives. It also happened in a synagogue in New York, where there was mass gangs stood outside the synagogue, shouting "Death to the Jews," and this is just after Zorn Mundani is elected mayor of New York. Is this a sign of things to come? I pray and hope not. But with Mandani's, what would you call it? His way of thinking is anti-Israel, pro-Hamas, pro-Muslim, pro-Islam, pro-communist. All the pros he seems to have, and New York Jews are thinking quite seriously of moving out of New York now, because this man has been elected, and it's a bit like London with Sadiq Khan, Scotland with Yusuf. These Muslims come in and let crime grow all out of proportion. Women aren't safe in London. A woman was sexually assaulted while standing in the line of Starbucks last week from an immigrant who was let into our nation by Keir Starmer and the Labour Party that is far, far left. So these are the things that we need to look at and think about and pray about and hold up to God and ask Him to bring us freedom, because freedom and justice is what we need. Shalom, Maranatha, and hallelujah.